We have two candidates for the Parish Council District 10, Maureen O'Brien and Donald Villere.
Hi, I'm Maureen O'Brien, your parish councilwoman, serving District 10, serving 3 consecutive terms, running unopposed my second and third term. I'm honored to have been chosen as the Alliance for Good Government Legislator of the Year during my tenure. And most recently, I've been endorsed by the Alliance for Good Government and the Republican Parish Executive Committee. I'm a graduate of Nichols State University, receiving a Bachelor's of Arts in Elementary Education and a Master's in Administration and Supervision. I've been a leader in education and business for years, having served on several boards and committees, such as the Workforce Investment Board, which I served on for 7 years. I'm a firm believer in giving back to the community, so I also serve on the Community Action Advisory Committee, where we help thousands of less fortunate in our parish. I believe in the arts and culture, so I'm a member of the Ozone Music Foundation Board and the Three Rivers Art Festival Board. I'm running because I love being a public servant, making a positive difference in the lives of my constituents and their families. During my tenure in office, I've protected private property rights, secured and directed thousands of dollars of road and drainage upgrades, totaling to more than $4 million of infrastructure improvements. I've led community meetings allowing citizens input into zoning decisions, voted against millage roll-ups, preventing higher taxes, oversaw and guided the implementation of the Katrina Recovery Program, which created a 6.5-acre drainage site, which improves flood control. I've shadowed firefighters to better understand their work conditions at Fire District 4. I've worked with Southeastern University to determine fair pay for parish employees. I've promoted higher standard of ethics and advocated for transparency, especially in zoning, budgetary, and tax matters. I'm running because I love being a public servant and making a positive difference in the lives of my constituents and their families. I've actually earned the reputation of being one of the most conservative members fiscally on the parish council, according to my voting record. And I do have a reputation as always voting the voice of my district. Now, issues of concern to the community are things like the budget. We do definitely have a budget deficit. I'm hoping that we can find solutions by working with the state legislature so that we can use a portion of the temporary tax that's currently being collected and have possibly a penny or slightly less going to the various parishes, which would finally fund those unfunded mandates from the state. Also, traffic is of tremendous concern for our community. We've experienced success with the widening of the I-12 and also putting in many roundabouts in our area. That has certainly helped with traffic flow. But we need to have more roundabouts, and we do need to focus more on east-west corridors. Now, in my general area, I'm looking forward to when we can finally build the Mandeville Bypass Road. That would enable a much better traffic flow. Currently, we don't own all the parcels, so I think that gives us time to try to get additional funding from the state. Certainly, we send a whole bunch of money to the state, so I'd like to see more coming back. As you can see, I have many qualifications for this job. I believe I'm the best candidate because I have worked in this position for 12 years. I have the experience. I get along well with all other workers in parish government and all layers of or levels of government, whether it be local, state, or federal. I'm asking for your vote. I want to thank the chamber for hosting this. I appreciate your time checking out my candidacy, and I wish that God will bless you, Mandeville, and St. Tammany Parish. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Donald Villere. I'm running for Parish Council in District 10. You may know me best as the mayor of Mandeville. I was mayor from 2010 to 2020 and faced a lot of issues same issues that our parish council faces today. You know, uh, traffic has always been a problem in St. Tammany Parish, and it hasn't gotten any better over the last 10 years. Drainage has always been a problem in St. Tammany. You know, I've tackled both of those in Mandeville successfully, and and put us in a position to be able to look forward to the future. Let me tell you a little bit more about myself. I'm not new to representation in St. Tammany Parish. I represented the people of Mandeville some 30 years ago, first as the chairman of the 4th Fire District in Mandeville. That's when we started an emergency transport system and lowered your insurance premium by improving our fire insurance rating. From there, I went to the St. Tammany Parish School Board, and 14 years ago, I embraced accountability and brought some new leadership to the board. I was the president during Katrina and the year after. In 2010, I moved to the city of Mandeville as its mayor, and it was a tough time to move into, but I think I gained the people's trust by being accessible and accountable to the people here in Mandeville. And I wanted to do the same thing in the position as at the parish. As mayor, I directed city departments, funding, and everything else to lower taxes, increase beautification, and setting a new standard for infrastructure for roads, drainage, sewer, and water for the future. In every position I've held to represent the public, I've always left the position in better shape than when I saw it. I want to do the same as your councilman in District 10. It seems as our parish is in crisis. We have a projected deficit of $7 million this year and $13 million next year. The public sees a lack of transparency and trust. We need to restructure taxes that we have to free up money that we can use for needed areas. We certainly need the council to take an active role and look beyond their individual districts as far as for traffic and drainage solutions. I've done both as a mayor of the city of Mandeville. I want to take my experience and bring it to the parish. I know both parish presidential candidates and have a good working relationship with both of them. I want to, get into finger pointing in meetings and that type of thing, but rather we'll work very closely with them toward a common goal. I want you to compare the records. My record in as mayor on the St. Tammany Parish School Board and also the 4th Fire District in Mandeville. And I want you to compare the records and, make your choice by looking at what accomplishments have been done over the last 10 years. I have the time to do the job and the desire to do it well. I thank you for the opportunity to reach you by Zoom and look forward to serving you as your council representative, District 10.